can see, as we're getting ready for the high holidays, I'm still brushing up and practicing my shofar blowing technique. Hopefully by the time we come on Rosh Hashanah, it will just be perfectly crisp. In fact, I'm fortunate in this congregation. We have a wonderful shofar blower in Brian Capsonell. Friends, as you can see, we're getting ready for the high holidays. We are going to be back in here for Erev Rosh Hashanah, for Kol Nidrei, and for the afternoon of Yom Kippur, which includes the afternoon service, Yizkor and Nila. We're going at 120 miles an hour to make sure that everything is ready for the opening and the beginning of that new year. And as you come and prepare for the new year, because the preparation is really important, not only do we do reflecting, but we look forward as well and think about how do I want to act and behave in the new year. And I think the real test of those commitments that we make is particularly how we act and how we behave when we come here into the shul, into the synagogue, into God's house. That we need to come in with a sense of intentionality, which hopefully includes being patient, being mindful, being thoughtful, being kind. We haven't been back in this building in a couple of years for the high holidays, and like anything new, when you move into a new house, you still have to figure out how the place works, and sometimes that takes time. The first time you have a big event in your new home, you learn where the kinks are. Well, this is one of the really kind of first big events we're having here with the high holidays. And so we're still working it out, and we're going to ask you to be mindful of that and to be patient with us as we work it out. This week's Torah portion, Nitzavim, has in it the phrase where Moses says to the people of Israel, this commandment, this Torah that I command you today is not so difficult for you. It's not far off. It's not up in the heavens. It's not across the sea. It's in your heart. It's in your mouth, so you can speak it and so you can do it. In other words, friends, how we act in synagogue is something we all learn as very young children. And so we just go back to those lessons and remind ourselves to be kind and patient and thoughtful as we approach this new year. And if you act that way here, then imagine how you act that way on the street in front of you. So that if you looked at everybody else in your midst as being made in God's image and being worthy of the same dignity that you're worth, imagine the world that could be. Wishing you an early Shabbat Shalom and wishing you L'Shana Tova.